Yes, 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 yes. We are back again. You know what? We have a mixed news for you. Today, as you are waking up from bed or before you go to bed, depending on where you are, I have a mixed feelings to give you. Because yesterday evening it was a bit of, bad. But the breaking news to you this hour is very simple. The breaking news to you is that Chelsea are still sweating. Chelsea fear Romeo Lavia will be sidelined for an extended period after the midfielder's suspected ankle injury was assessed on Friday. Yeah. Right now there's a fear the injury will be prolonged. The injury situation is quite dire. It's a dire situation for Romeo Lavia. Chelsea fear Romeo Lavia will be sidelined for an extended period. What does that mean? What does that mean? That means that the injury is quite serious. It's not yet fully confirmed. They have to do another scan again to ascertain the exact situation. They have to do another scan, a second round of scan to ascertain the exact situation. The doctors are assessing the situation right now. But there's a fear that Romeo Lavia will be sidelined for an extended period after the midfielder obtained an ankle injury. And there was an assessment on Friday, which is yesterday. But the situation is not looking good right now as we speak for Romeo Lavia and Chelsea. The situation is not looking good at all. Some of us, our hope has been dashed. Whenever we get to have a nice feeling about the things to expect, we absolutely get gutted with one bad news or the other. I was beginning to have a nice feeling towards the squad, believing that after the international break, Lavia, Casado, and Enzo will be partnering together in the midfield, making the trio in the midfield. Three of them at that midfield. As I was beginning to have that feeling and hoping for that to start with from next week, all of a sudden, it's absolutely a bad situation that we find ourselves in right now. I'm gutted by that situation right now. Romeo Lavia. We never expected this. We never see this coming. What was the problem? How was the training going on? Was it about a diet? Since he was signed, for 2 weeks we've not heard from him. We heard nothing. And he was not part of the first team squad training. It was during the third week that he joined the first team squad. Then after the third week, we had to go on an international break. Now, even the players who are on international break, they are fit. Casado played a game yesterday against Argentina. He is still in Cobham training. What happened? Is it a diet? Is it a training regime? Is it a style of training? Is it from the physios? What exactly took place? We need to know. Chelsea need to be explaining something for us. The doctors, they need to come out and explain something. They need to tell us something. The technical department, they need to come out and explain something to us. Because this is just too much. Why must it be Chelsea every time? Why must it always be our players every time? Injury, injury, injury. Now the list is about 10 or so, 11. I'm gutted by it. Honestly. Well, moving to other news. Our legends, they've been gathering in Stamford Bridge. Yeah. But one particular one has been speaking, or two, let me put it that way. John Terry, he spoke at length about the coach. He said, I love Poch. I have been around him, and I promise you now he is a top manager, and he will get us to the levels we need to be at. He's speaking for Pochettino right now. He said he's been around him, and now, which means that before he wasn't a top-notch coach. But now, Poch is a top-notch coach. He said he's a top manager, and he will get us to the level we need to be at, according to John Terry. According to John Terry. Yes. And he has been speaking also. He also spoke about Mason Mount and the decision he made to leave Chelsea. On Live Talk, he said, Mace is proper Chelsea, true and true. There is always two sides to a story, and I know the other side to it. I'm not going to air that tonight, but there is another side to the story. Let not be too harsh on him when he comes back. The question is, when he comes back, where? Is he coming back to Chelsea? John Terry is saying that we should not be too harsh on Mason Mount because there's always a two side of the story. And John, is preview to the other side of the story, which we are not. And since you are privy to the other side of the story and you are not willing or you are not ready to share with us, then don't advise us not to be too harsh on him. Because if you also had no idea about the other side of the story, most probably you will also be harsh on him. I don't know whether somebody's getting my point there. If you, John Terry, if you also have no side, if you are not privy to the other side of the story, most probably you would have also been harsh on him. But because you know the other side of the story and you are not ready to share that with us here, according to what you have said, your statement, John, you are not willing to share that side of the story to us, but you are advising us not to be harsh on him. He said we should wait until he comes back. Comes back where? He should remain where he is right now. Yeah. Since you guys cannot share the other side of the story to us, he can remain there. I'm sorry, with all due respect, sir. With all due respect, John. Yes, back to one of our legends again, on another legend. Search Fabregas on Eden Hazard. He is very good playing with his back to the goal. That's a difficult quality, especially in England. They press you high. They go in very hard. And he has this strong body with low gravity. He is very quick on the turn. For players like me who always try to play between the lines, it helps a lot. That's why I basically look for him all the time. I also think he is very underrated with his final ball. He has got a lot of good vision. He is intelligent. He doesn't just dribble and then pass it back. There is a purpose to everything Eden does, according to such Fabregas, regarding Eden Hazard. Regarding Eden Hazard. Well, to other news, is the first news I'm giving you for the day, so let me mix it up. Yeah. Let me see, and because of the international break, definitely we have to be mixing it up so that you be updated on everything that's happening around. Okay? Antonio has been speaking. Anthony of Manchester United has been speaking regarding the situation surrounding him with the women issue. This is what he has to say. I don't support this violence against women, ever. It's totally wrong, 100% wrong. I have a mother, a sister, and I will never want this to happen to them. That is one of the statements that he made. He also was asked about how he felt when he was rejected or ignored by the Brazilian national team. He said, on being removed from the Brazilian squad, it was hard. I felt really bad because it was for something that wasn't true. On if he's afraid of Manchester United terminating his contract, this is something that never occurred to me. I know the truth will come out. That is what he's been saying regarding the situation around him right now. Yes. He also said, on Gabriela Cavallin's claims that she needed hospital treatment after he attacked her at the hotel in January. This is what Antonio has to say. I wanted to go and told her that I had obligations and had to go. So she took plates and cups and threw them on the ground, and I grabbed her in order to calm her down. I didn't hurt her. These are statements from Anthony regarding the lady that is laying the accusations against him. Regarding the lady. Yeah. Then, the last but not the least for the moment, Erik ten Hag and Manchester United did not obtain permission from Jadon Sancho to publicly confirm that his mental state was suffering last season. Last season, Manchester United made a statement about Jadon Sancho, about his mental health, about his mental status. And according to the news we are getting right now, with all the hula baloo around Manchester United, more news kept coming up every day. If this is true, then Manchester United and Erik ten Hag will have a question to answer in the court of law. Yeah, because before you publish something like this about someone, you have to seek the person's consent. This is health issue. Medical issues are not supposed to be in public domain. So if indeed this took place, as we are reading right now, according to Transfer News Live, and the source is Sami Mog, Erik ten Hag and Manchester United did not obtain permission from Jadon Sancho to publicly confirm that his mental state was suffering last season. If this statement is true, if this news is true, then there's a big fight ahead between Manchester United, Erik ten Hag, and Jadon Sancho. Let me end it here. I will come again in about 2 hours or 3 hours' time with the current news for you. Shalom and peace.